Welcome to all of my students in today's mentoring session. And we'll be starting first with the weekly sectoral analysis. And people who are watching this educational video on YouTube, kindly watch this video till the end. Only then you will be able to benefit from the video and understand what is the state of the trend of Nifty and the entire market. And I'll be sharing possibly a few stocks which could help you. All right. So first, what we can see in Nifty futures, as usual, I'll be first concentrating on the monthly time frame chart. In the last month, we can see this particular candle which has been made is a inverted hammer, you can say, or you can also call it a shooting star, which is a clear sign that there is some sort of selling pressure coming at 18,400 to possibly 18,600 levels, because you can see 1, 2, and this is the third wick. Okay, 3 wicks within the range of 18,400 to 18,600. Now, obviously, this particular candle has just started, so I'll not be taking this particular candle into consideration as it is of the February month. Let's check the weekly time frame chart. In the weekly time frame chart, the way RSI is moving, it seems the market is sideways, and if you see the last week's candle, it is not exactly a hammer. All right, it is not a classical hammer, but it looks like one because it has a pretty decent wick. Although if this wick was minimum twice or thrice the size of the real body, it would really be a hammer. And immediately after this, we have a shooting star, an inverted hammer. So basically back-to-back candles in which one is trying to tell us that there is some sort of buying coming up in this zone and there is some selling coming up in the zone of 17,800. So generally when these sort of candle happens, it means that market is choppy sideways. And in fact, if I just, hide these candles by the line chart, if you just look at the moving averages, the direction of the moving averages is sideways. So that is also a clear sign that overall market is completely sideways. In the daily time frame, though, something is visible that we had a decent bounce back from this particular days, which is a support band due to these trend lines, out of which one is holding on since 25th March 2020 and the second one is holding since 22nd of April 2021. It's a decent bounce back, all right, I don't deny that. But only thing in this bounce back which I did not like, I also shared it in my previous Nifty short-term view video, that the entire rally which has happened over here, I'm talking about from this rally to this rally, if you see properly, especially in this area, even over here the volume has been coming down, and even over here the volume is coming down and the price is rising. Generally when the volume is rising and price is also going up, it's a good time to make money in the markets on the long side. But generally when markets go up and falling volume, it's a negative divergence. It is a sign that the strength of the ongoing trend is not very powerful. And as soon as I did posted this video, immediately from the next day onwards, market has started coming down. Now someone will argue that if you check properly, markets are coming down and even the volume is coming down. Fine, markets don't need volume to come down. Markets need volume when they go up. And in fact, when um, market is coming down and if volume is falling, and if the trend in the higher time frame chart is generally up, it is a good sign. Yes, this is a good sign. But we need to understand that currently the trend in the daily chart is flat. It's not up, but we are at support, and the support band is 17,450 to 17,250. Yes, this entire 200 points band is a support. Now, if we start bouncing back from here, then we'll need to see how things pan out, and we'll need to sustain above 17,800, 17,850. If that thing happens, that might be this rally will be extended by maybe 150 to 300 points. We could hit possibly somewhere around, you can say 18,050 or maybe even 18,300 levels. All right. So this is my analysis for Nifty futures. In Bank Nifty futures, we can see first I would like to share with you in the weekly chart. In the weekly chart, we can see that there is a big inverted hammer. And this inverted hammer is also a result of, I think, of this particular candle. If I'm not wrong, this was a freak trade, but nevertheless, this is what is visible to us. A big long wick over here, but prices have been able to close above this particular trend line, which is a good sign. RSI is also looking good. It's going up steadily. Now in the daily time frame chart, we can see that the prices are coming back, and this prices are coming back due to the reason we did hit a resistance. I think I had shared this in my previous video of Nifty short-term view. You can see that there was a short-term resistance, a Fibonacci extension over here, and the prices are coming down, and the support band currently over here for the Bank Nifty future is 38,000 to 38,600. So anywhere in between, if the price comes and tests this band, this will just be a test of especially this particular trend line, because many times I've seen in my trading career that whenever there is a trend line breakout or a breakdown, prices will come back and retest the strength of the trend line, and after testing it, it will again start going up. So whether this is going to happen this time or not needs to be seen. But as of now, we can see that this is a pretty strong support band. When you're concentrating on Bank Nifty, I would like to say that if you check PSU banks, if you want to compare PSU banks and private banks side by side, I would suggest certainly PSU banks are much stronger than private banks. I'll just click on the private banks now. You can see they have been able to give a beautiful trend line breakout. I don't deny that. But PSU banks, they have gone up in a very short time. And in the weekly time frame chart, okay, in the weekly time frame chart, I'll just change this to logarithmic chart. Now you can see that this is an inverted hammer. This the reason for this is that prices are sensing some sort of resistances coming up at higher level. Okay, I think the level over here was 3107 and resistance was at 3192 or 93. So it was not very far away. In fact, I posted this on Twitter also, that people who are holding PSU banks, you need to book partial profits and hold the rest with your trailing stop losses. So it's a clear fact that PSU banks are also in an uptrend. But if someone is making a very good amount of money in PSU banks, book partial profits, hold rest with your trailing stop losses. If the PSU banks come down, all right, and if after that they start going up, you might be able to initiate a swing trade, all right, because there's a difference between a positional and a swing trade. And in private banks, you can see the trend is up. If the retest of this particular trend line happens, then yes, this could be a buying opportunity, but kindly do not buy on a dip. After that, let it start going up, only then. According to me, first bank which I would like to share with you is Axis Bank. Although this is pretty much overstretched, but if it comes down, because it is extremely strong, it is one of the leaders in the recent times, the way it has gone up. If it is available at a lower rate, then I think it will be better for you. And ICICI Bank, this is my second pick. Although this has not performed pretty well in the recent rally in comparison to the Axis Bank, but as per my analysis, it has a lot of steam left. So if there is any sort of up move happening and closing above this recent high, I think you should go for this particular stock. Even HDFC Bank has started looking promising, because it has been able to close higher, but maybe after a couple of days you will be able to get a proper idea. The prices are looking okay. Let's let the price close above this recent high, and then possibly you can start looking at this particular stock. Metal Pact. Now, Metal Pact, to be very frank, I'm not much interested. The reason for that is, as I told in my last weekly sectoral analysis also, if you check at the monthly time frame, because we need to understand, even if you're trading the daily and the hourly chart, if the higher time frame charts are not trending, you're not going to make money in the lower time frame charts. All right. So I think this was the time when people made a lot of money on the long side. All right. The reason for that was momentum was clearly visible in the monthly time frame chart, in the weekly time frame chart, and then obviously in the daily time frame chart. But since last few months, you can see overall prices are range bound within this. Yes, maybe once in a while you will be able to get a good swing trade and you'll be able to make money and then come out of it. But overall, if I have other stocks, visible, which are better, where the overall sectoral analysis, the sector is looking pretty strong, or if it is weak, then I'll choose it for the short side. But over here, I can see the overall prices are sideways. So I'm not much interested in this particular sector until and unless it gives a pretty strong breakout, above this level or below this level. Then we can have an established uptrend or a downtrend, and then we can start looking for trades. Other than that, I'm frankly not interested even it goes up. Yes, but there has been one stock which has been able to impress me. I'm just sharing it for the sake of sharing, and that is Hindalco. It's looking amazing considering if you see the other stocks like Tata Steel or any other metal stocks. I think this has one stock which has been outperforming. All right. So still, I'm not a person who is trading currently in the metal pack. Let me tell you that thing, because the overall index chart is not very, very appealing to me. Auto pack. Now, auto pack is one particular sector which, along with the banking pack has been able to outperform the market, not as much as the PSU bank, but yes, it is still looking pretty strong. After this initial move came down, it did, it took a dip. It did hit the support band. This is a very strong candle. Now it is consolidating. So yes, it is still pretty much looking strong. I think some sort of momentum, some sort of push in the volumes, if it is visible, then I think prices will start moving higher. The leaders as of now, according to me, are obviously Maruti Suzuki. If this particular stock goes for a small profit booking spree or maybe consolidates, and if you have buy signal in your swing system, then you should look at this particular stock, because if the auto pack is going to continue, then I think Maruti will certainly outperform. It's looking extremely strong. Second stock from my side is Tata Motors. Tata Motors has given a beautiful up move. Okay. And after this up move, suddenly, since last 4 days, it is sideways, but still, I think the uptrend is intact. If it starts moving higher, I think this stock should be in your watch list. Don't miss this. One more stock from my side is Ashok Leyland. I think Ashok Leyland has already made a beautiful base. It's going up. Only issue is this particular trend line. I think once we have a close above this trend line, at least 2% close higher than this trend line, then I think there'll be a beautiful breakout and you will see upper levels coming up. Financial pack. I think financial pack is pretty much openly visible to you that overall we are in an uptrend, and in the weekly chart, although yes, if you see that there is a hammer and then there is a shooting star. So in weekly chart, it is sideways. But I think once if you close above this trend line, which will be visible first in the daily chart, then I think prices will start looking better. We need to close above the trend line at least by 2%. And then if the momentum continues, then charts will improve overall. All right. But yes, overall, the base which has been made is good. IT pack. IT pack, I think last time I had shared in my video that IT pack might go for a bounce back considering we are at a trend line support. If you want, you can also have a look at the weekly chart. It has bounced from this particular support, and now it is trying to form a inverted hammer. It is not a very strong inverted hammer, but nevertheless, the main game is happening in the daily chart. Okay. So if some sort of consolidation happens, or maybe if the bounce back continues higher, and after the consolidation, maybe after a few days, the sell-off starts, I think one should start looking at IT stocks as short-term swing shorts. And you have to pick your stock very properly. You cannot just go at any damn stock and, just go and short that particular stock. You cannot do that, because you'll have to pick the right stock. The reason for that is these two trend lines. because the reason is there is a support very near. Suppose in case, I mean, what I'm trying to say is, suppose in case if you went short over here, okay, the support is very, very near. So your timing of going short and the stock which you're picking for going short in a swing trade is going to be very, very important. If you are too late, I think you will see that by the time it start coming near your first target, it will hit the support. So be very, very careful. But according to me, as I said, the IT pack is looking pretty weak to me. So you can use this particular sector as a weaker sector for swing shorts. And yes, now market is in a state where by just looking at the Nifty chart, you won't be able to, just initiate all your trades. You cannot just go long in all the sectors and all the stocks. You'll have to understand which particular sector is weak and which particular sector is long. So if your portfolio is long short, it's completely all right. So that sort of time has come in the market. Pharma, I think it has been able to bounce back pretty decently from here. Okay. And this is a hammer. This is a bullish bell tool. It's pretty good. But pharma has a nature of its own. The problem is, I think the problem is in the monthly time frame, not in the daily time frame. What is happening is it is making hammer, it is making a hanging man, and again it closes below the hanging man, and then suddenly it gives a bounce back. So I think as of now, I'm not interested to trade in pharma apart from one stock. If you see, it's just trading in its own zone, that is Sun Pharma, which is going in its own bull rally. Apart from this particular stock, I'm not much interested because the particular sector is completely sideways. Apart from Sun Pharma, whatever stocks you find out, trade only for short term for swing shorts. And if you have other sectors available, avoid pharma. FMCG. FMCG suddenly looks very interesting to me. The reason for that is this is the first candle which tried to bounce back from this zone, although it has not tested this zone. But the prices are sensing that some sort of support is over here. Then the price goes up, comes down, tests this recent high, comes down, and this is a pretty strong hammer. This hammer is stronger than this hammer, and this particular candle is also stronger than this candle. And yeah, volatility is still higher. If this volatility would be less, then it would be an icing on the cake. What we need to see is whether this price is able to close above this resistance or not. Until and unless this does not happen, this entire base formation is absolutely waste of time, because many times it can happen that it does form a base and then you can see a new low. Again, there'll be a bounce back. Again, there'll be a new low. So it's a non-ending game basically. So what we need to see is wait and watch. Only if this particular high is taken off and it sustains above it, then we can start looking at the stocks. So Realty Pack. Now Realty Pack basically is actually what is happening in Realty Pack is it is sensing a support, and there is a support. Like in my last video also I shared with all of you that this particular candle is extremely big in terms of length in comparison to all these candles, and you can see this is a pretty long data. This is of at least 2 years data. In this entire 2 years, this candle is extremely huge. So the midpoint of this candle and this 50% retracement over here, this entire band is support. But problem is that market is bouncing back from here, but in the daily chart, what is happening is in the daily chart, you can see prices are going haywire. There is no direction. They're bouncing up, they're coming down. So prices are all away. The bouncing from here, going up, again, they're coming down. Now, this time what has happened is possibly they have not been able to test this high. So if this follow through selling continues, and if you break this low, then possibly prices will test this particular support band. And after testing the support band, it is no one's guess, like no one can guess what can happen over here because it's a very strong support band. So again, in IT pack, I would stay sideways. Only if you have any short-term swing trades and a very high probable swing trade, only look for that, otherwise avoid. And I always say that whenever you trade, it's like, say for example, a XYZ stock is giving you a swing short or a swing long. Don't just take that trade just because it is there in your system. Sometimes a person has to be adding little bit, 10% add-on analysis. Like if the sector is looking bearish in the short term, not positional, in the short term, then are all the stocks looking weak? And out of that, all the weak stocks, which is the one which is the weakest? You have to pick that. But if you see one is weak, one is strong, one is sideways, and the index is pointing downwards, forget it, don't trade it. एक दिन trade नहीं करोगे तो उससे कुछ फर्क नहीं पड़ने वाला. This is something which you need to add in your analysis. Consumer pack. I think consumer pack is also similar sort of story. I think you can understand. Only thing is we don't have a very big green candle which we had in reality pack. Yes, this is a big candle, but not as big as what we had in reality pack. But yes, we are at a decent support band, a decent support level, not a band, sorry. And prices are trying to bounce back. This is a strong hammer. This is also a strong hammer, but this candle was much stronger than this one. So some sort of weakness is visible, and the trend is currently sideways in the consumer pack, absolutely sideways. So as of now, it's difficult to say. Bullish, this is also a bullish candle, but this bullishness is of no use until and unless we surpass this previous high. Once we start going higher from this level, then possibly the charts will improve in the longer term also. Mid cap index. Mid cap index, again, it's looking strong. It is forming a strong base from the support band, but you can see same story, a hammer, then a small spinning top, which is looking like a inverted shooting star. It's not a shooting star exactly. It's a spinning top, but this clearly tells us that market itself doesn't know where it wants to go, because spinning top signifies, you can say, indecision in the market. And this was a decent up move, very good up move, but after that prices have trying to come down. I think once prices bounce from here, because all of us know that Nifty, Bank Nifty is at a support. In case if Nifty starts going up from here with decent volumes, and due to that push of the market psychology, sentiment basically, even mid cap starts performing, they will need to close, the prices need to close above this high. And if the follow through buying continues, we might go and hit this particular trend line resistance. All right. So I hope this educational video has helped all of you, especially the people who are watching it on YouTube. Share this video with your fellow traders. They will be able to understand what is happening in the market, because all of us know currently market is not exceptionally trending. It's not an easy time to make money in the market, and in such time people need support, and that is the reason why I make these videos. All right, trade wisely.